Hey, Plant Science! We are back into week 2 of distance learning. Woo! Just wanted to throw out a couple things. Gotten some feedback that distance learning is kind of a struggle for you guys. So one of the things I wanted to make sure that I reminded you of is that if you are having trouble, please communicate with me. Send me an email. Tell me you want to do a Zoom so that we can like talk face to face. Please let me know what I can help you with because that is my job and I miss hearing from you guys. Couple of you sent me smart aleck emails last week and I really kind of enjoyed that. So please feel free to send me lots of emails because I miss you guys a lot. When we look at this week, we're looking at the parts of the stem. So a couple of things. Just like last week, you guys are going to be doing an essential vocabulary slideshow. You're gonna just look up a little bit of information about like each of the words that like we're going to be using throughout this unit. Um, Tuesday's activity is really basic. Like it should not take you very long. If it does take you long, like no judgments. So if we were in class, we would be looking at stems underneath a microscope. And we'd be looking at like the physical difference between a monocotyledon and a dicotyledon plant. So what I did is I just found a picture of what that would look like underneath the microscope, and you're going to look at it a little bit, and then I'm going to have you do some more like looking up online to kind of answer a couple questions, like what what are the important parts of a vascular system of a plant. Um, Real quick hint: the vascular system is like how the plant moves things around. So how the plant moves nutrients around its body, how the plant moves water around its body, kind of like our arteries and our veins. And you're gonna look a little bit more at that throughout this activity. So the questions at the end of this document are basically just like, tell me a little bit about why when a plant's vascular system gets damaged, that's a bad thing. Pretty basic conclusion question type activity. Wednesday's activity is looking at dendrochronology, which is my absolute new favorite word. Dendrochronology is the study of tree rings and how we can use tree rings to go back and look at climate data from previous years, as well as how we can use it to potentially predict how different like climate events are going to affect our plants. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be, number one, learning a little bit more about what dendrochronology is and why we care about it. And then number two, I found a simulation online that's a little bit like that. Let's see. You're going to have to create the climate situations for that particular plant. It's kind of fun. I kind of nerded out about it this weekend. I really enjoyed it. The last piece that you need to do this week is Free Choice Friday or Thursday because we don't have class on Friday. So Free Choice Thursday is going to be. I might add to this throughout this week, so you might have a couple more options in here than there are right now. But basically, you get to decide what you're going to do, and it's going to be related to plants. My landscaping class is doing plants of Martin County, so I figured we could add that in as an option for this class. Basically, you're going to identify a couple plants that you see every day, whether that's like the trees growing in your yard or the weeds that are growing in your yard, whatever. The instructions are here. And then the template that you need to fill out is right below that, the link right here. Your second option would be a citizen science project. Got real excited about citizen science projects this week. Basically, you're going to help a scientist with an ongoing research project. There are 4 or 5 different options in this particular document. I'm really excited about this, and I hope that you guys are too. If they're really lame, let me know, and I'll take them off. And then the last piece was careers in plant science. So I'm going to ask you to interview somebody that you either already know or someone that you don't know, like that has a career that relates to plants in some way, whether that's growing plants, whether that's caring for plants, whether that's giving recommendations about plants. If you don't know of anybody to contact, let me know because I did some contacting this weekend and I have a big list of people that you can send an email to. You're going to send an email to that person and then learn a little bit more about the career that they have. So things like what type of education do you need? What do they like about their job? What's tough about their job? That kind of thing. Like I said, you're going to pick one of those 3 options and then you're going to turn it in here on this Google form right here. I kind of redid the weekly plan a little bit so that your turn in assignments here is like very clearly right here so that we can see exactly what we need to do and exactly where it needs to be turned in. Real quick reminder again, if you are having questions or you have concerns or you don't know what's going on, send me an email. I miss you guys, and I want to be able to help you because it's killing me to not be able to like sit across from you and help you with what's going on. So here we go. Week 2. We got this.